On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be talking about week 3 of 4 on robotics, automation, and safety. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, Warehouse Safety Tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
Hey, we've made it to week 3 for robotics and automation safety. So what we're going to be talking about this week is going to be risk assessment and management. So what we want to talk about are 5 tips that are going to help you get started. The first thing is going to be ask about risk assessments. Make sure that you know all the different risk assessments that are going on in your facility. And if you have any questions, make sure you ask. We're going to be covering that in just a second, but it's absolutely paramount that you know all the risk assessments and the things that could possibly be detrimental to safety. So the next thing we want to talk about is speak up and share. If you know something about safety or a risk assessment or just something that could possibly be an issue, make sure that you always speak up and share what you are talking about in the form of an issue that's happening or a potential issue that could happen. The next thing is going to be what we just talked about. If you don't understand something, make sure that you ask questions. When it comes to safety, there are no dumb questions. They always say that that is the case, but make sure that when it comes to safety, if you have a question, you always bring it forth, because it could be something that could not only save you, but it could save one of your coworkers or just anybody. The next thing is going to be promoting safety awareness among peers. If you have things that are going on so far as risk assessments, questions, concerns, anything that has to do with safety, make sure that you always speak up, let your peers know, let management know, let everyone know, because it's something that, again, could not only save you, but also save your peers. And last but certainly not least, make sure that you stay informed and are constantly and always improving. That is CANI, constant and never-ending improvement. It's something that you're going to find in all lean manufacturing, 5S, just anything that has to do with continued improvement. If you don't stay informed, if you don't have all the latest ideas, all the latest things that could happen, you're gonna fall short somewhere. One of the worst things that you can ever hear in any location is that's the way we've always done it. If you hear that, something is not being done properly, because there's always something, whether it's from the manufacturer, someone else at another location that's using the same equipment, that has experienced an issue, maybe a regulation such as OSHA, a regulator such as OSHA that comes through and says, to make sure that you watch out for something. Just like we spoke about last week, continuing education when it comes to a doctor or any professional, they go and they do what's called continuing education. You got to do the same thing in a factory, a warehouse, a facility of any kind, to make sure that you're always staying on the cutting edge of not only what your equipment can and can't do, but all the different safety protocols and risk assessments that are occurring. So those 5 steps are going to get you started. They are by no means the end-all be-all. Make sure you follow the rules and regulations of your specific facility, but it's going to be a great place to start. So we will be seeing you next week for week 4 of 4. Until then, have a great week, stay safe, and here's a word from one of our sponsors.
It's scientifically unexplainable. It's virtually indestructible. And it's taking over the entire planet. But in a really good way. It's Mighty Line floor tape, the most durable floor tape in the world. 7 times thicker than average floor tape. Beveled to endure pounding warehouse traffic. And backed with a super strong peel and stick adhesive, so you'll never have to worry about painting shop floors again. Mighty Line floor tape, the only durable stripe.